Hi guys. So hopefully I am able to help you out a little bit, Ari. So first I'll say when making dreads, no matter what method you use, whether it's twist and rip, backcombing, crochet hook, forming dreads is creating knots. So no matter what method you use, you're going to be creating knots, ergo creating some form of damage initially. So my advice is it's okay to use a crochet hook. It's just not all the time. Initially when I did mine, I learned this one from experience. Okay, so what happened was I didn't like, let's see if I can find, initially when I did mine, I didn't like all the loops. So what I did is I was constantly going in with a crochet hook and trying to get these into my dreads because I just did not like them. So after a time, what was going on is I was seeing in certain areas of the dreads that I was working on, they started to weaken, and you could literally start pulling them apart and they weren't locking. Like basically there was points that it was unlocking. So it was weakening the hair. So once I realized that, I left them alone and I let them do their own thing, and I accepted the knots and bumps and all that fun stuff. So let's see here. Excuse me while I have some coffee. It's been a early, long morning. Okay, so don't mind my bangs this morning. When I don't do my hair, I'd completely forgotten what it was like to have real hair in the wintertime and it's all staticky and crazy and whatnot. So first I want to show you guys a couple of things because I haven't actually had the chance to show you yet. So I figure I'll do this while I'm here. It's going to be a very long-winded video, I'm thinking. Anyway, so what happened with my bangs, initially when I dreaded my hair was parted over here. And I had a really thick bang. So what I had to do, I had to part it over on this section and bring some long hair into the bangs so that I didn't have short, dreaded bangs. And what happened is that I ended up with really elongated partings. And as you can see, let's see if I can show you this guy. See how long, well, it looks really big because I'm so close, but it is actually quite large. But I mean, it's a long parting. So what I'm actually facing right now is when I don't do my bangs, I have a split. And this was my, I was debating what I should do. I didn't want to re-dread this, so I didn't want to, anyway, so I'm going to leave it, see how I like it. Okay, also, I want to show you guys my one and only Congo. Initially when I did this, I had 100 dreads exactly. I didn't plan it that way. That would be a lot of dreads to try to plan out. But this is my Congo. I had this little itty bitty baby dread that I was terrified of falling off. As you can see, you can still see some of the wrap that I binded these together. But this is my Congo. This was a little itty bitty thing that, like, look at it. It's funny. Anyway, so that's my Congo. And most recently, now I didn't do this with embroidery thread or whatever it is. I did this with hemp cord. And I haven't washed my dreads yet with this in, so I'm kind of, I don't know how that's going. If you guys have any advice on that one, I don't know if it's, like there's some spots where there's enough in between that I don't know if water would get kept there and get moldy. I don't want that to happen anyway, so if you have any advice on that, that'd be awesome. Okay, So, Ari, where your hair is so thin and fine, and last time you had issues with keeping the dreads in, my suggestion is getting a small crochet hook. The crochet hook I have is quite small. It's 1.25 millimeters. It's got a itty bitty hook on it. It's not large. I would almost suggest going slightly smaller for your hair, because my hair is quite, I mean, it's porous, and it's, I don't know, it backcombs and knots well, let's say that. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what I was going to do here. Let's do this, guys, because I want to be able to show you a little bit. Oh my gosh, this video is going to take forever to upload. Okay. Alright. Okay, so my suggestion to start with is, look at this little curly thingy I got going on here. Okay, anyway. My suggestion is backcombing the shit out of it. Okay? And when I say that, I mean actually backcombing the shit out of it. Now, which means your hair is extremely short, so it's going to, you're going to lose a massive amount of length. So go through and backcomb a couple times. Go like this and just kind of tighten it. Come back to the root. You want this literally as tight as possible. And basically what's going to end up happening, like you'll have almost this like a little fluff ball because they're going to be really short. But when you crochet it, it'll lengthen it some because it's tightening it. So it'll tighten it, lengthen it. Not much, but. And for me, doing it this way, each one of mine took over an hour. Mine were long when I did them, like my hair was down past my breasts, and when I lost about 5 to 6 inches initially. I think they came up to here or something. That's a lovely look. I should rock this. Yeah. So anyway, hey guys, now you can get to see my super weirdness firsthand. So seriously, this process alone already takes a little bit because you want to seriously get this, like, it's gonna end up being like a tight ball probably or something. So alright, enough of that because that's gonna be lovely for me to take out. Anyway, crochet hook. Now the nice thing about this is that if you've never crocheted before, that's okay, don't worry about it. I've never crocheted before doing this. My advice is start slow. These crochet hooks are nasty, or can be nasty. I had so many cuts and splits on my fingers when I did this. The process of two and a half weeks, it was, anyway. I've seen horrid videos and pictures of it going through people's skin and whatnot. So, okay. So basically, you always want the hook side towards your thumb. So when I do this, when I hold it like this, I hold it between my thumb and my index and have this finger for support. The hook is always towards me. Alright? So just kind of twist it and get it tight. Start at the root. And you're going to, I pinch the hair with this, and I will slide it in the dread between these two fingers so I can feel what I'm doing constantly. So in, out. And you don't have to go all the way over and all the way out every time, okay? Because what's going to make it real tight is if you get in the dread and kind of work in the dread and just dunk, dunk, just kind of move it all around a little bit. And just by doing this alone, it's creating small little knots. Then just kind of twist your dread slightly while you're doing it. Like it's kind of, this hand you're going in and out slowly, creating those. And I find when you're doing this, it's not just an in and out. There is that as well, but I do both. And also by moving this, you're creating another form of resistance, and you're having two motions here that's creating knots, right? Yes. Anyway, so as you're doing this, you might, once you get the rhythm and kind of feel for this, like I'm able to just kind of like jink, 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 right? But actually, you know what I do find is that I'll come out on this side a lot, but I won't come out back through unless I want to come out, reposition, and move down. When I'm moving down, like I'll work on an area, and I'll move down. See how already like it's starting to tighten that part of it, right? I don't know. I don't know what else I can really tell you about this. Basically, if you want it really tight initially, it's going to take a while. You're going to have to pick away at it. Like I said, for mine, it took over an hour for each one. And my arms were very tired. So, see? Also, after I did mine, I didn't wash my dreads for, I think it was like a week. They had said, wait a couple days, like 3 days, and I was not confident with that. I felt like they were going to come out, and that made me very nervous because I put a lot of work into them, and I didn't want that to happen. So, okay, so as I've worked down here, this is loose, right, through here, back comb. You can even, depending on your comb, if you want this tighter to lock better, back comb that again. Even though you've crocheted, hook it, come in with the wider teeth, come in and pull it, pull it, pull it, twist, come back in with the back comb again, until it feels nice and secure for you. So, oh guys. So yeah, anyway, I hope that was helpful. I don't really know what else to say aside from that. So, if you have any questions, or hopefully I can answer them for you. Like I said, just start off slow. Don't go crazy with the crochet hook, because yeah, it can definitely cause damage. But like I said, any way that you form your dreads, you are going to create some form of damage because you're creating knots in your hair, right? Makes sense. Oh, and ladies, just a little trick. If your hair does do this, and it's not really laying right for you or whatever, back comb, back comb, back comb. Then just kind of smooth, smooth, smooth. Nope. hello bangs that work much better. That's just a little trick. Also, I mean, you can do that for volume. Hooray for teasing hair. Okay, so hopefully, like I said, that has helped. And yeah, if you have any questions, ask me. I love you all.